Welcome back to American Morning. Every week we check in with our ethics expert to see how the presidential candidates are handling the ethical challenges they face in their quest for the White House. Bruce Weinstein writes the ethics column for BusinessWeek.com, and he joins me right now. Thanks for being with us.
It's a pleasure.
Senator Obama and Clinton met up with her top fundraisers.
Yes.
This is an event that happened last night, and he actually whipped out the checkbook, wrote a check, $2,300, which is the maximum, to help her with this campaign debt that she has holding over. Does he have to help pay off her debt?
Doesn't have to. It fits in the ethical category of above and beyond the call of duty. Now, apparently, it is a tradition within a party that the nominee will pay off or help pay off the debt of the loser. But it's not ethically required. It shows good character. It's praiseworthy. But if he didn't do it, it wouldn't have been wrong.
Also, there was apparently some grousing behind the scenes from some Clinton supporters saying he should just, in one fell swoop, help her get rid of that $22 million
Well, that would be really above and beyond the call of duty. I mean, he does have some obligations to himself. So it's a trick to balance those two interests, but he can do it.
Let's talk about Hillary Clinton's husband, former President Bill Clinton. There was an article in Atlantic.com suggesting that he's still angry with Barack Obama for how the campaign portrayed him during the primaries. If he is still upset, how does he balance that with trying to do the best for his party and also dealing with some of his personal concerns?
Perhaps by stepping back and realizing the election is not about him, it's about the interests of the country. Now, the question, should he be helping at all? That's really only a call that the party can make. After all, he has a conflict of interest, so of course he would say that he ought to help. The ethical question is, can he do no harm and hopefully make things better? Two ethical principles. At least do no harm, make things better. If he can do both, then he ought to play a role.
All right, McCain's campaign yesterday sent out a memo, and it was essentially supposed to be a compare and contrast with the two candidates, but it really did go after Barack Obama's character, if you will, saying that, you know, he put his self-interest first and that he puts his interests ahead of the country. Was that unethical? It's
ethically questionable. Who knows what is in a person's heart? And let's say that you do some volunteer work in your spare time and you feel good about it. Does it mean you're doing the volunteer work because it makes you feel good? Not necessarily. So McCain really ought to focus on what Obama is doing rather than the motivations or the intention behind why he's doing it. After all, who knows what is in a person's heart? All right.
Bruce Weinstein, as always, great to see you. Ethics columnist with BusinessWeek.com, known as the Ethics Guy. Thanks.
It's a pleasure.